retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Yeah, we ran out of patience. Boil up with the cold hard hatred. I can feel the vibration. Feet in the streets, it's a new sensation. I wanna break faces on the pavement. I wanna make greatness look complacent. Adrenaline awakened, I can taste it. We can make an impact, grab and then take it. Like a disease, bring them to their knees. Pay for their disease. Rage is like a weed, spread into the streets. It's time to make them bleed. 'Cause we just want retribution. Let's go light up the darkness. Make true of an empty promise. Flip cards into weak and harmless. Take to the streets and turn them to a mosh pit. 'Cause we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Feed like a disease, bring them to their knees. Pay for their disease. Rage is like a weed, spread into the streets. It's time to make them bleed. 'Cause we want retribution. 'Cause we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Yeah, we ran out of patience. Boil up with the cold hard hatred. I can feel the vibration. Feet in the streets, it's a new sensation. I wanna break faces on the pavement. I wanna make greatness look complacent. Adrenaline awakened, I can taste it. We can make an impact, grab and then take it. Like a disease.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to Waylander Gaming. This is the continuance of the MSA Cup. This is Phase 2. This is a straight elimination, so if you lose, you're out. It's the top 2 teams of each group, from Group A all the way to Group H, that got picked for the top 16 that is in this elimination bracket. So the 2 teams that will be kicking us off into Phase 2 is Error 404 up against Yala Skip. Joining me tonight, it is Rika and Lotus. How are you feeling tonight, both of you?
Pretty good. I'm excited to see these 2 teams. They're both very well-known teams, I think. It's obviously EQ's B team coming in from Era 404, and then Yalla Skip. You have your ex-Mavericks members as well. So cool players to see here. And yeah, I'm indeed excited.
Pretty much the same here. I mean, getting to see Average Joe play once again, I'm a big fan of this player, and we have seen Yala Skip playing amazingly as well in the previous stage of the MSA. So this is going to be an exciting matchup.
Indeed. Yeah, I think this is going to be interesting. I think these are best of 3s, okay? So these are going to be definitely quite action-packed series here. I don't know what the plural for series is, but
Series assist.
Series. Oh, I think it's just series. That's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, it's series. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we are into the first matchup. Just to all the viewers that are tuning in, well, Don Ryu, Naruto Royal, Angelic Fury. Yeah, you are supposed to be celebrating JP's birthday tonight, but and Beanies and King ZSM. So welcome to the stream. Let's have some action here. So Lotus and Rika will take you through the drafting phase.
All right. Gonna have Era 4 with first pick to begin things here. We're gonna start with the Uranus ban. Some not so surprised to see that one.
I mean, true, the hero Uranus is actually so strong right now. Even in rank, he's a menace. Glue getting banned out from the side of Yala. Skip. What do you think about Glue at this point of time?
I think it's worth padding up. I think it's a very strong hero. It sort of requires a bit more skill than you think it needs. I think it's not the most simple hero to use effectively, so you can't just put it on anyone that it plays XP lane. You need to put it on someone that has some experience with the hero. So, but when you do have that experience to back it up, then it's a very, very powerful tool. And skip just don't want to deal with that.
True. Lapu Lapu 1-1 getting banned out from the side of Air 4-4. Lancelot also getting banned out from the side of Yala. Skip. Lancelot with that high mobility right now and just that amazing amount of damage is also pretty OP in this current patchup.
Okay, Granger, actually. Okay, they are respecting Stoner's Granger a bit there. We're going to start things off with possibly one of the scariest junglers of this patch right now. It's going to be that YSS, it's the Sunshine. I'm a bit concerned about the yeah, skip. That's quite a hard thing to sort of come to try and counterpick a bit, but we are going to see the Zetian coming through from Kubo with the YZ. Some very strong picks in response to it, though.
But when you use the Zetian, you also have to play in a certain way because she isn't one of those with a lot of damage. She's more about wave clear and assisting with stuns and slows, but not really damage.
That's true. I recently played my first game of Zetian Jungle. And it was pretty good. Definitely, yeah. The damage isn't too hectic, you can say that, but it's about the team fight and the consistent like poking ability. You're correct. So we're looking at a bit more damage output coming in from the side of Yala. Skip. The same could be said about the side of EQ here or Air 4-4. It's the same sort of situation with the Zushin.
Zushin is also always one of those heroes that you always want to ban the majority of the time because she's extremely pesky to the Zetian. But with that lantern, but Stoner going for the Kalea will probably use her in the roaming position because that sustainability doesn't really allow her to play an XP anymore.
Ooh, I'm gonna pick up one of my other favorite heroes in the game. It's the Beatrix coming through. Is that Gambit actually playing Beatrix, or is that like who's gonna be jungling that? I'm looking at a very good pick for Yala Skip here. Is gonna be the Bashia. It would be crazy if they could pick it up here. It's a very good pick into the Kalia and the Zushin specifically.
But Air 4-4 did not think about the Basha and instead banned up the Hayabusa. Do you think that was a valid ban?
Yeah, I mean, if they know that Yala Skip have a good Hayabusa player, it's always worth banning out a Hayabusa. You do need to be a very good Hayabusa to make him useful this Oh, there it is. Okay. It's extremely good Basha game so far, so picking him up here was what I expected. It's going to have a little bit of problems into obviously the Leslie when we go past a certain threshold, but just looking at this match right now, this Basha is going to go absolutely crazy if played properly. It's pretty uncontested actually.
True, and there's a lot of mobility coming out from the side of Yala Skip Skip, the Yuzong with the black dragon form, Basha just with that first skill of his, and then there's Matilda.
Oh yeah, the extra mobility on top of that. All right, Basha is very good at going in. Obviously with that rolling ability. Similar to sort of Alpha though, has a little bit of trouble getting out of a fight or continuing a fight. Wants to sort of go in and fight at that spot right there. So Matilda's going to solve all those issues. Put that extra mobility on there. And yeah, I think Beatrix. Okay, so I know that the Leslie is a bit scary for Basha, but the Beatrix is actually one of her good matchups here. The Beatrix and Leslie. She can use the rocket launcher to sort of zone Leslie away from minion waves. Because it's ground targeted, right? So it doesn't matter if she's invisible or not. But anyway, yeah. I think to start us off, Scarpy and Lotus, if you would like to take the first game, and then we'll see what we do from that from the next game on.
Yeah, thank you, Seppi. So yeah, Don Ryu, that is Seppi in the on the voice channel. I know he does sound a bit drained, but he's nocturnal, so that is the reason why. So into the first matchup, I have to say I'm liking Yala Skip Skip's draft just a little bit more. But yeah, look, anything can happen. Sorry, I'm just trying to get the in-game volume sorted out. Very loud in my ears.
No problem. So we do see the side of Air 404 taking the lethal uncontested right now. The Basha is a somewhat slow jungler in the beginning, just a little bit. But he does have that spam ability coming out from his second skill. Goes in with the mobility, wants to go for the counter jungle. I mean, Basha is one of the only really sustainable non-assassins that can actually go for the counter jungling. I recently learned about this. But Gambit already so low on the Beatrix. This Leslie damage with the Zushin is crazy early game.
Yeah, I'm very curious to see what Average Joe does do in the XP lane. Look, we have seen him featuring in the XP lane previously. Oh, and off screen, I miss it. YSS gets the first blood for the side of Error 404. It is 10 seconds away from the first Iron Hide, and well, turtle of the matches. We do see that Mountain Shocker onto Beatrix. That is 2 kills going in favor of the YSS. Kauri picking up that double kill.
And right now, even with Basha on the turtle, it doesn't seem like Kauri's in a hurry to go for it. He would rather go for the blue buff.
Yeah, as we do see the first turtle of the match does go in favor of Yala Skip Skip. We do see Baxia gets a stun onto Zushin. Zetian nearly close to following up. However, we do see that Black Dragon form from the Yuzong has been committed. Will he be able to catch the back line? No, sir. Does not. Oh, we do see the Avatar of Guardian from Average Joe coming into the mix. The battle does continue as the Butterfly Lantern does finish off Yuzong. And we do see that ultimate snipe of Leslie coming in, picking off Virus on the Baxia. Currently, it's a 2-for-0 exchange in favor of Error 404.
That was actually a crazy team fight. I mean, Air 404 does have that early game damage that Yala Skip Skip is struggling to have in the early game. But Zushin on this Matilda once again might be able to take her down. But
oh, we do see the stun coming up from Matilda onto the Zushin. Zushin, Cupcakes just being, well, what a Zushin is ultimately. Very pesky, and it does escape the damage coming in from Zetian.
That Circling Eagle was committed. So, Circling Eagle, if I have it correct, also has a seriously long cooldown. So, might cost them a bit in the next team
Oh, we
fight
do
if
see
it
the
happens
Dawn
too
coming
soon for
on
them.
to Yuzong. Mountain Shocker has been committed, and YSS does finish off the Yuzong. This YSS is currently getting fed. That snowball is starting for the YSS. That's definitely what Kaori wants for his team for Aero 4-4. As we do see the Circling Eagle onto Leslie. The Tsunami Slam onto Matilda. Bunny should be taken down. So close. Yes, Zetian comes in with the Butterfly Lance and she gets the pick off. It's a 1-for-1 exchange. It's a marksman for Rome. As the second
Not,
turtle spawn
uh,
up.
That's not an exchange that you would want for the side of Era 404, but it does seem that Hesuntion will be able to contest, or maybe Turtle Steel.
Yeah, as we do see, the second turtle has been started up. The Black Dragon form has been committed just to try and zone the YSS away. The Mountain Shocker into the mix. That clutch directly coming in. YSS does get the turtle. However, Yuzong does get the shutdown kill onto YSS. But we do see the slow coming in from Yuzong. But no follow-up from his team just yet. So that's a 1-for-1 exchange. As Leslie did get the kill onto the Beatrix in the bot lane. However, let's call it a 1-for-2 exchange as the second turtle did go in favor of Error 404.
That's actually an apt calculation. Sorry, my bad. My English is not working very well tonight. Basha once again on the Kalea, but rather goes for Loki.
Yeah, well, obviously you want to focus onto the marksman and just ignore the roamer because, I mean, for your lane optimization, it would be perfect for your team if you could get focus onto the marksman and get the enemy's marksman behind, as we do see the engagement onto Stoner, but Stoner is able to use the second skill and get out as the avatar of Guardian. What's committed onto the Natalia. We do see Cupcake does commit the Butterfly Lantern. The roaring is guiding winds coming in from Matilda under the turret, and she has taken down Tsunami Slam onto the Buxia. Will they be able to finish this onto 1 HP? Oh, Kaori with the YSS gets the kill onto Buxia. That's a 2-for-0 exchange. Error 404 is putting the wheels onto the trolley. As I do mention that Gambit does get the kill onto Loki off screen in the bot lane.
So right now with the goal difference in the favor of Era 404, it does seem that Yala Skip does have the map control by Yuzong managing to take down that first tier turret, and this gold lane turret, both of them are almost down. It's just gonna take a little few hits and then they're both gone. But right now it's gonna depend on the team's plays, because right now it's the third turtle of the game and both teams will want to contest.
Damascus, thank you for the compliment, bro. Highly appreciated. That's the third and final turtle. Well, we shall call it the Iron Hide has been spawned up. Well, we see this engagement here from both teams. As we do see the Zushin does pull the Matilda away, but all the engagement onto Buxia. Mountain Shocker coming in. This third and final turtle does go in favor of Era 4-4, but the team fight is currently in favor of Yoa. Skip. That's a 3-for-0 exchange. Only the Iron Eye going in favor for Era 4-4. As we do see the engagement continues on to Cupcake. However, Zetian is not able to finish the job onto Zushin. Leslie and Beatrix just staying in the bot lane. We do see that jungle invade coming in from Yala. Skip.
That was a beautiful play coming in from the side of Yala Skip. And right now with them taking that mid-tier turret with this Basha that's just able to be so aggressive. But once again the engagement onto Loki and will get taken down. Era 404 will not be able to help their teammate just in time, struggling now with a 3v4 situation.
Yeah, well, that Buxia just being, well, a menace with these rolling stun. I mean, and then also, what is that? The tenacious Punans. However, we do see the engagement onto Zetian of Zushin under the tier 1 turret. However, Virus will fall to the hands of the Kalia. That's another tier 1 turret in favor of Yala. Skip. Oh, Beatrix commits her ult and not being able to catch Kalia or Zushin with her ult. However, it is the 8.5-minute mark. We do see the gold is slightly in favor of Yellow Skip Skip, and a 3 kills advantage in favor of Error 404. We do see YSS going for that split push in the top lane, just trying to get an objective.
It's tortoise's puissance.
Tortoise's puissance. Thank
puissance?
you.
Puissance or that.
It's
it was
French.
not what Scotty said.
It is French, you know. And niet parlez-vous français. All right. So enough of the non-French, French-speaking French. What. As we do see, Baxia gets the stun onto Kalia. Oh, Zushin gets the pullback. Will that displacement come through onto the Baxia? No, sir, it does not. The Fury of the Phoenix has been committed. However, Bunny Matilda will be scouted out from the Getcha. Oh, we do see the team fight coming in here. The Tortoise Puissance has been committed. The Tsunami Slam not being able to avail. That is currently a 3-4-0 exchange in favor of Yellow Skip Skip. The Butterfly Lantern has been committed. Will they be able to catch the Beatrix here? No, sir, they do not. As Yellow Skip Skip will be able to secure this first roar of the match.
Right now, the kills have evened out for the side of both teams, but Yellow Skip Skip is just doing a beautiful job at widening the gap, gold gap in their favor, as well as map control, because as we all know, map control is what really wins the game.
Fairly synced up. We do see the Beatrix and the Yuzong going to go clear the waves, just to try and get that, the focus onto the same side of the map, and potentially secure a tier 2 turret. As we do see the displacement coming in from Zushin. Tsunami Slam onto the Baxia with the Mountain Shockers, and Ultimate Snipe does get the Baxia. Oh, the Baxia has been sent back to the Fountain of Healing.
This Zushin starting to come online would be really dangerous for the Basha, but Matilda comes in with the Circling Eagle. Avatar of Guardian is committed.
Oh, we do see the taunt up coming in from Gatagacha. Well, we see the follow-up here. Zushin is trying to get that displacement. Beatrix with the ult onto Gatto. However, Gatto is able to escape the ultimate snipe onto Zetian. Not the hero you would want it to get it on there. There was one hero with almost 1 HP. But nonetheless, we will see Yala skipping away from the base. For now.
Right now, Air 404 does have to deal with these lanes just pushing in, but we do see the next objective around 80 seconds away, so there is time for them to maybe get the lanes unevenly pushed, just to relieve some of the pressure of their base. They do still have the inhibitor turrets, but no longer those golden shields.
Yeah, well, Air 404 definitely needs, they just need to slow this game a bit down. Get those, get the minions to come to the base, farm up, and then continue. I mean, if they can get 1 HP, Yala Skip to become impatient, they will be able to get the pick-off kills. Or as we do see, almost that Tortoise Puissance onto YSS. I'm struggling with this ult as the Tsunami Slam has been casted onto the Baxia, but Kalia does fall for that.
You know, if we want to shorten that ult's name, we can just call it TP.
Yeah, I think let's go for that, because my French is not Frenching. You know, as we do see the ultimate snipe onto Beatrix, but Yuzong being able to take 3 of the 5 shots. Yes, Angelic Fury, it is still game 1. 4 shots, oh yeah, sorry.
It does seem that the side of Yala Skip can maybe take this Lord uncontested. Air 404 would definitely just want to put their focus on the lanes, get them unevenly pushed, maybe take a tower, but I don't think that's really possible for them right now.
Oh, we do see the Circling Eagle coming in from Matilda. Oh, the Tsunami Slam onto the Baxia. We do see that Butterfly Lantern coming in from Zushin. Avatar of Guardian has been committed onto 3. However, no avail, no follow-up. That should just be a successful roar in favor of Yola. Skip, skip. Everybody was kung fu fighting. And that was fast as lightning. As we do see, Baxia does roll onto the blue buff. That's the roar into the mid lane. The waves are not synced up at this point of stage.
That could work negatively for the side of Yala Skip Skip, but Pasha once again rolling into action.
Yeah, well, he's getting those anti-heals off with the TP. Oh, we do see the taunt coming in from the Garagacha. The Black Dragon form has been committed from the Yuzog. However, this battle is continuing under the tier 3 turret. Oh my word, that's a tier 3 turret in favor of Yola Skip Skip. We do see the displacement onto the Baxia. YSS, oh, Leslie does finish the job onto the Baxia. However, Avatar Guardian has been committed. The Tsunami Slam onto the Yuzong under the turret. That was a beautiful Tsunami Slam, but it was not successful. It's a 2-for-1 exchange. Yola Skip Skip coming into the base. They're in a good position to potentially end this match.
Right now, Era 4-4 does not really have the best wave clearing capabilities, but there's not so many waves just crashing onto the base, so it does give them time to defend. We are moving into the time where the gold difference doesn't matter anymore, and Yala Skip Skip is just keeping the pressure over the map and jungle.
Yeah, well, look, it is that point of stage where this is going to come down to, the next team fight should definitely either, if it goes in favor of Era 404, that team fight would definitely relieve some of the pressure that is onto them now. But if a Yala Skip Skip does get the next roar that will be spawning up in the next few... Oh, no, that's 40 seconds away. If they do get the next roar, they should potentially be able to end this match.
I do agree with you there. There's some good positioning also coming out from RS Kun, but my question is, why clear the lane so early? But it does seem that he's trying to lure the enemy out of the base. But right now, the side of Yellow Skip Skip, they're making sure that the minions go into the base. So Air 4 will be farming up. This could maybe cost them.
Oh, as we do see, well, Baxia's just trying to get that vision onto Arrow 404. The next roar will be spawning up in 3, 2, 1. It is here. The roar has spawned.
It does seem like Area 404 does want to contest, but with Yuzong just continuously putting pressure, Gato would have to go back to the base. It's gonna take a while to get back to help his team with the fight.
Oh, we do see the engagement from Kalia onto the Baxia. Why did they continue the engagement onto the Baxia though? I mean, Baxia is considered a anti-heal tank. I mean, that's not ideally the hero that you want to engage upon. But nonetheless, we do see the Black Dragon form has been committed from the Yuzong just to keep that zoning away. To keep Era 4-4 zoned away. As well, the next roar has been taken in favor of Yola. Skip, skip. Frickin' fresh.
So Yala Skip Skip would definitely want to get the lanes as evenly synced up as they can, continue the pressure right now, lock Air 404 in the base and take down the Nexus.
Yeah, well, we do see Yala Skip Skip is coming into the base here. Kyrie gets that pull onto the Lord just away from the Nexus, so the focus won't be there. We do see the Tsunami Slam onto Matilda into the Nexus. However, there's no follow-up. The roar is onto the Nexus. Will we see this follow-up onto the Nexus? The focus is on. First blood has been drawn for the side of Yola Skip Skip. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is a best of 3 series. Error 404 can definitely come back from this first defeat. It ain't over till the cookie crumbles, but Kubo with the Zetian picking up the MVP for the side of Yola Skip Skip. Cupcakes with the MVP for the side of Error 404 with the Zusha.
So, Rico, what did you think about that match?
Who's Rico?
That was that. Oh, I'm not asleep. I'm not asleep. I'm actually quite awake now. Thankfully, so which is nice. So I'll be able to give you guys some cool commentary here. Yeah, I think the Bastia was left open into that draft. Like that specific draft there. I mean, I know Bastia is quite good right now when it comes to the meta, but that specific draft when it came to a Bastia game was crazy. The Zushin doesn't have the biggest damage output. She relies heavily on tick damage. And what's good against tick damage? Bastia, because he has like damage reduction on like as a flat number, and that's very, very good against small damage instances like Zushin. And then the anti-heal for the carrier, and then just so many factors makes this a very good Bastia game. And then only counted by Leslie, but then Leslie gets counted by Beatrix. So I think skip. They just won that in the draft, and it showed a lot when it came. They had a rough early game, but that's just YSS, man. Sunshin just is such a bully of a jungler early game. So once they got through that, it was over.
Well, that is true. But what do you think that Era 404 can maybe do better on the drafting for this next game? I mean, if I remember correctly, they will get the second pick, or shall we call it the last pick, for this match in the drafting phase, so they can maybe counter Yala Skip's draft.
It could. Yeah, I mean, they'll just have to see what they come up with this time. I think their best bet is to try and secure. They need to draft a bit better. That's first of all, right? Is that they need to draft. That was a bit reckless when it came to their drafting, leaving in the Bastia, not respecting that. I think Matilda is quite a strong hero. I don't think it's meta. I think it's definitely strong when it comes to 5-man, because of the communication aspect and the synergy. But I think these heroes in the hands of Yellow Skip are quite steadily, so they need to consider that going into the draft.
Sure.
All
As
right.
we do hear the people now.
Yeah.
I was about to say you're extremely quiet.
No, sorry. I'm just currently just sorting out admin. Yeah. So it seems like everyone is sorted. We would be able to. Wait. Who's this here?
No spectators.
Oh,
Yeah, there is a spectator actually. Sorry. But I think that's a sub.
Yes, I see that now, but I wrote that before they wrote their message.
I. Chat, let's keep it toxic friendly, please. That is first warning. Thank you. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are going into the second match between Yala Skip and Error 404. If Yala Skip does take this match in a clean sweep fashion, well, that would eliminate Error 404. But if Error 404 does get the return here, they should be able to take us into that sudden death round. You know, that is the match that I always want to see. Yeah, Renix, I did respond to you now, so let me just get through this match and then we can chat if this goes into a 2-0. But when we're in the break, I'll definitely chat with you, as we do see Lancelot is the first ban from the side of y'all. Skip.
I think I'll be a Scarpy this time when it comes to the
Casting.
the panel here on the draft. So, all right. Yeah, these already looking at some good stuff coming out here. We get the respect ban for the Bashir this time. I think it's because Era 4-4 they do like using the Kalia. And they know that it's quite a threat when it comes to that. The Joy ban coming through, not so sure. Okay, this is gonna sound biased and whatever because I like Joy and stuff, but I don't think this is the ban. I think she's not with the consistent nerfs to her. I don't think she's that much of a threat anymore. I feel like it's not as bad as she used to be.
No, well, look, I'm going to agree with you there. Joy is, especially with that, what was it? That 140, the 155 to the 40 decrease on her ability or her stacks. I mean, Joy is not really so bothersome. She needs to do a lot more into the backline. It's not that insta kill that you would normally expect from the Joy. So yeah, I have to agree with you there. But we do see the other respect bands coming in, the Baxia and the Zetian from the side of Era 404.
Yeah, it's her second skill. It's not 155. I don't think it's that bad. Her scaling for her second skill is 55 to 40%. That's how that scaling works there. And also the Stadium Scythe nerf is just it hurts Joy so much. You loved buying that item and now she can't anymore. Anyway, we're gonna have a YSS being picked up by Virus right here. Yeah, it's already a solid start to the side of Yala Skip's draft. There's quite a lot open still though, so EQ they have the tools necessary to counter this. Let's just see if they can pick them up.
Yeah, bro. I need to say, look, Kaori was very devastating with the YSS in the previous match. So, YSS is definitely one of those heroes that you need to contest for, especially if he's left open. I mean, that is currently the meta pick that you are contesting for if you don't have the Uranus. As we do see Theon picks up the CC and Average Joe with the Kimmy.
Okay, I need to see a Lolita right now. Already two reflectable abilities coming in from the side of Era 4-4. If you guys don't know, Curtain Call, CC ult is reflectable by Lolita. So I'm really hoping to see that come out. Anyway, oh my gosh. Look at this draft coming in from Yellow Skip here. I think that's going to be a Ruby, either a Ruby Roam or Gold Lane. I think it is I think it's Gold Lane, yeah, like Gold Lane Ruby.
Well, bro, yeah, okay, so Colin, just to answer your question, look, the teams can still swap out at the end of the draft. But I mean, bro, if it is going to be a Ruby Roam, you will not be having your, well, prayers answered. As we do see Tarkov picking up
You're just messing with me. You're just messing with me now. If they don't ban Lolita, then I don't know what's happening, man. Granger as well.
But now my question is this like a troll pick, or will it be the Granger in, well, the jungle? We don't see Granger that often onto jungle anymore.
No, I think it should be the Gold Lane. I don't see what else it would be really. Oh my gosh, please. Can I just go into voice chat with Yellow Skip right now and just tell them, like, just pick the Lolita here. It's the freest game I've ever seen in my entire life. If they don't ban it. And, like, what is this?
Bro, it seems like you will not be getting your well, it answered. But nonetheless, let's see what the rest of the draft does entail. I mean, this is the final ban for the side of Era 404 that would be followed up by the side of Yala Skip.
Yeah, I mean they have to ban Lolita. What are you doing, man? Oh my god.
You know what would place the cherry on the cake? Never mind. I wanted to troll you and say if Yala Skip does ban the Lolita, that would be so funny. I wanted to hear your reaction.
Oh yeah, that would be absolutely hilarious. But oh my lord.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna pick a Kimmy and a Granger in the same team, you need to be banning out Lolita. It's counters essentially every single ability and every single basic attack of those two heroes are reflectable. Kimmy is exceptionally worse as well, because she will provide Lolita with extra CC, right, with the ultimate and the second skill there to use. So yeah, they gotta be careful of that pick coming through. We got Stoner as well coming through with the Carmella right there.
Well, look, if the Cursed Blood, the Cursed Blood could actually combine beautifully with this team that Era 404 did pick up. But I mean, it could also be.
No, please, buddy. No, please, buddy. Please, man. Just, it's so obvious. It's right there. It should be so obvious right now, dude. Like, oh, come on. I don't understand. What's that? Okay, whatever.
That is Sicilian and Badang for the side of Yala. Skip. So Kaori with the final pick for the side of Aero 404. Even Rose is trolling you in the chat, Rika.
Well, we'll just go have a look.
Please take the Angela.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, alright. Will it be a Barats though? I mean, this is going to be unconventional. I mean, okay. Look, if we're being honest, we will see Average Joe and Taka swapping out.
Have they swapped heroes? Is that what they did?
No, they should. Because I haven't... Because Taka replaced Cupcake, right? And Average Joe was playing in the XP lane, and we know Average Joe is a devastating Granger, especially in the gold lane. But it seems like we won't be seeing that swap out. So my question is it going to be Granger mid, or is it going to be Granger gold?
No, it'll definitely be Granger gold. I think they're just swapping roles on people here. Not something I would advise. Especially in like a 5-man setting, you want to try and be consistent with your roles on each individual player. When it comes to role swaps, it's always a bit messy. It's a lot can go wrong when it comes to it. But anyway, they're gonna do it unless they're gonna pull out the Granger mid, which they most definitely not gonna do. But the Barretts, man, this hero I feel is like really difficult to play right now in this current patch. They are doing the funny combo though. This is a combo that I told Shady about. He wasn't so impressed by it, but obviously he's told his squad members about it. Barrett's Carmilla. It is one of the deadliest combos in the entire game. If you get a 5-man Cursed Blood into Detner's Welcome, the Barrett ult, it's over. It's the probably one of the longest CC like combos in the entire game. I can explain it for you guys real quick. So the Curse of Blood will share CC with all of the people that gets hit with any CC. Barrett's ult at first knocks up people when you hit it. And then it suppresses everybody because they're inside of his belly. I guess everyone's inside at the same time. So it does like a 1.5 second suppression. And then when Barrett spits them out, it stuns everyone again after that. So I think it's like a 3-point-something second stun if they pull it off properly.
Alright, okay, it seems like Lotus will not be casting with you, as it will be me then, as we do see the engagement onto Camilla.
Yeah, so I think early game though, we're looking at a bit of a stronger sort of situation for the side of Era 404. They're quite comfortably able to make these aggressive plays. So this oh my gosh, like just this is I was saying that. So we're gonna see the first blood going to the side of this the CC onto that YZ, that black dragon. So that's gonna be a little bit of a difficult turtle fight coming in for the side of skip.
Yeah, as we do see, well, the Virus with the YSS does try and engage onto Stoner, but we do see Badang is into the mix as well. Oh, we see the set coming in here.
Mountain Shock with the... Oh, there it is. Going to be the Detonator's Welcome coming through onto the Wanted Virus. He's going to take a whole bunch of damage from getting his teammates spat at him. We are seeing the Black Dragon form coming out, though. If he knew that Stoner was in there, I think he would go in. But he did not, and I think that was not the best usage in the end for that Black Dragon form. They'll have to take a bit of a sad reset on the side of skip. YSS, if you wanna abbreviate it, YSS is playing YSS.
What do you think of the Granger Ruby matchup, bro?
I think Ruby has a good time. It's not like she's gonna get zoned out by Granger and poked, right? Ruby with some crazy amount of defenses on the hero, with the and with the sustainability aspect on top of that. I think Granger definitely is the more favorable one there, but I don't think it's that. I think it's closer than one might think.
As we do see both teams rotating to the gold lane here. No successful gank just yet. Oh, Badang with the flicker, getting the wall up onto Average Joe. But Average Joe does use a second skill to hop over the wall.
Oh, no. I think she used flicker. Yeah, that's what it was. So that's a flicker trade. Pretty nice stuff. We're going to see a nice fist crack coming in onto Stoney here. Kubo finishing off the kill. Very, very well played from the side of Yana Skip, punishing that rotation right there. They're seeming to come into this game quite nicely right now. Just like last game, their early game seems to be quite difficult. They're up against quite an early game draft as well. Other than the Granger, obviously. Oh, nice! Oh, I'm offended on top lane! I don't know if you caught that one, but that was a really nice, nicely timed I'm offended.
Nah, I caught it, bro. It is on stream. I caught it.
Oh, wow.
But that flicker...
I thought Ruby was done for, dude. I thought Cabot, it was over for him, but he came with the I'm offended with the clutch there. Ruby, she does have that war axe, so she should be fine here if she gets into the minion wave, but Average Joe is going to keep zoning her away.
Yeah, so just before the 5-minute mark, it is currently two kills apiece. 400 gold in favor. Make that 500 gold in favor of Arrow 404. It is 10 seconds away from the next turtle that will be spawning up.
Oh, there's the return kill coming through from Taka onto the Ruby. Yeah, that's a bit of a feels bad, man. But I mean, it doesn't feel bad anymore because the other skip. They're gonna go and get the kill back on him. That is a trade, though. They're not able to contest the turtle with that.
Yeah, well, folks, that is why map awareness is so important. I mean, that Bats Feast did finish off the Granger after that wall and first crack coming in from the Badang. So, it is 3 apiece and 1k gold lead in favor of Error 404.
All right. I think this is the sort of part in the game where they need to they need to be wary of the blood. I keep wanting to call it blood, right? It's the Dota, the skill of a Dota hero. But it's the curse of blood is what it is. We are going to see a kill coming onto Average Joe so far. It's a good start for YSS. Yellow skip. If they bring too many people here, they need to, as I said, they need to be very careful of that curse of blood. We are looking into Virus going in with the Mountain Shocker right there. Oh, but the Detonator's Welcome misused a little bit there, but it does get that 50% cooldown reduction when you don't use the skill properly, when you cancel it. So not the worst thing in the world here. They're trying to pressure this mid lane tower, not almost able to get it, not just there yet.
So close. I mean, that is what, 2 hits away, and then that tier 1 turret in the mid lane will fall. However, but the Badang just coming in crazy, running as a unit. As I mentioned it, the Scarps curse kicks in. Sorry, Badang, that was not my intentions. But I mean, with that engagement onto the Kimi, it was the Badang combining with the Sicilian, just finishing off Kimi. So they need to be wary of this combination of the Sicilian and Badang combo.
Yeah, I think this is already it's 4-4 on the scoreboard here, and Detonator's Welcome used defensively. I don't like that choice. I think Kari was fine. I don't think he was in any danger, and now he doesn't have the Detonus welcome for a turtle fight. I mean, unless they're not contesting it, I guess they can see why they're not, right? Their YSS is bottom lane, so it doesn't really matter that much. They do get the trade though. They trade turtle for a bottom tower. However, this turtle, it's generating quite a lot of advantage for the side of Era 4-4, but it's not that much, I guess, because if you look at the goal lead, they're pretty much on par.
Yeah, well, Yala skip, bro. I mean, it's exactly the same as the previous match, as we do see the pick off onto Average Joe. You know, Era 4-4 having the advantage early game, but Yala skip just turning the tides after they start pushing for the objectives. So just staying a bit more composed.
Indeed, they are staying very composed. That's what you can describe them as. Ruby as well. It's just about to hit that Queen's Wings timing. I think the build is going for Queen's Wings here, and then the Oracle. Oh, a nice scout out coming in from Kubo. Is bro stream sniping or something? Because that was a crazy battle there. Oh, look at this fight go. You're gonna see Detonus welcome coming through. Onto the Gambit. Is he gonna have enough? He's got the Queen's Wing for the sustain, but it's not gonna be enough. As they do get a nice little team fight happening right here. Average Joe as well in the offensive onto Kubo. Not able to finish off the job just yet though. As why is this? Virus going to be able to secure that mid tower. In a bit of danger though. On the run right now. Stoner and the gang. But a nice knockup coming in from the YZ. The March Shocker. It finishes off Average Joe there. Very well played from the side of Yala skip here. That was some beautiful communication.
Bro, I need to agree with you though. It was a 2-for-1 exchange in favor of Era 4-4. But just closing it off with 2-for-2 exchange. I mean, the first roar will be spawning up now. I feel the team that gets this is going to be the team that wins this.
Is Kaori on board with the Carmela Barrett's combo? Like he needs to be way more patient with the Detonus welcome. I mean, that's definitely why they picked these two heroes together. There's no other reason why they would have. So if they can get the combo, then it's so deadly.
Oh, as we do see the stun up onto Camilla. Ruby is jumping onto the backline. I mean, this Ruby, she's... bro, we need to respect the Ruby in the gold lane. It's the second time in the MSA Cup that we do see this. As we do see the Bats Feast coming in from Sicilian. The Cursed Blood was committed. However, Camilla has been finished off. We will see the Barats falling as well. That's a double kill. Make that a triple kill. Will we see the Maniac from Virus? No, sir. Taka is able to escape the clutches as Yuzong does finish off the CC. Is this an ending position for the side of Yala skip?
No, it's not. It's not ending. I think we've got. I mean, maybe if they're gonna play this aggressive, I mean, maybe it's possible, but. No, there's no way. They want to retreat back to a Lord here. I don't know. Is Kaori that uncomfortable on the Barretts? We're sort of seeing like him like misusing the Detonus welcome so often. Like at that fight there, I don't know what he was trying to do with that. So I think this might be just an uncomfortable pick for him. But otherwise, I think just Yala skip are playing this very well. I think they are respecting the combo to some degree. They stay nice and split up. And you know, if they're making Stoner like hold his ult and not use it because he wants to get a big one, and like he doesn't want to put it on 2 people, right? He wants to put it on 3+. But now if Yala skip are just staying far apart, they're not giving the opportunity. The ult doesn't even come out at all.
Oh yeah, that's true. But Umir, to answer your question, yes, the Lord did kill Virus. But we do see this beautiful pull onto the Lord, as we do see the Black Dragon form has been committed. The Mountain Shocker onto 2. Oh my word, what is this coming in? The curtain call is in from CC.
Okay, I mean, okay, we're not going to see the engagement on here onto the CC, but is one of the tankier targets when it comes to this game. 1 HP, looking at Ruby with a proper, like the Ruby Trinity, if you want to call it that, the War Axe, Queen's Wings, and the Oracle. So she's very, very difficult to kill. That was a really nice Curse of Blood, but where was the Barretts? Where was he?
You want to see that combo, bro.
I do.
Let's hope it does come off once at least. Oh, as we do see the engagement on Super Dog, will they be able to catch him? No, sir. But there's pressure onto the tier 2 turret in the bot lane. It's the only tier 2 turret still left standing.
Yeah, that is true. The side of Era 4-4's base, it's hurting a bit. They need to try and get a little bit of pushing themselves, right? They've only taken 1 tier 2 tower. As on the top lane here, we are seeing the Detonator's Welcome coming through onto 1. Doesn't hit Virus though, but it is going to be a good kill nonetheless. They take down the Ruby.
Yeah, that should definitely relieve some of the pressure, especially with the team fight. But we do see Yana Skip is going to back off. Oh my word, I just dropped something. Yeah, just the
Nice.
backing off from that engagement. So, yeah, it's just unfortunate. So that kill does grant them some gold. But I mean, look at the Yuzong, bro. He's got 231 gold bounty on his head.
Yeah, this is the scary dragon, man. He is pretty fed. Well, I don't know if he's fed, but he's got a kill streak on him. Yeah, no, he's pretty fed. I'm just looking at the gold here. He is currently quite unkillable, going for a War Axe into full tank. So he's going to be such a menace in these fights. As we're now looking at the Lord spawning up at the 14-minute mark here. Yeah, let's skip. They should be homebound for this Lord right now to be able to get it. Okay, Black Dragon fall committed, even from the side of RS Kun. Oh man, look at him. He's no fear whatsoever. Just goes in, zones out 4 people essentially by himself as Virus secures the Lord so easily.
Yeah, so that is, well, the second Lord of the match going in favor. Third Lord of the match going in favor of Yala Skip, bro. Yeah, they could definitely end this with this Lord, or even just to get, tier 3 turrets, and then thereafter end the match. But I mean, look, I ain't taking this away from Era 404. They just need one perfect set, and they could turn the tides of this match.
That's true. Okay, here we go. We're looking at the set coming in. Fist crack onto 1 of the best start of things so far. As Sion doing as much as he can. He just sees his teammate just fall in front of his eyes here. That's no Mlbb Barrett's combo for the base defense here. Even if they get it onto 2 here, it's not going to be enough. Oh, unless it is. Look at that damage that's coming through though. Ruby just barely making it out. 1 HP. Literally 1 HP on the Ruby there as the base is wide open here. If they can focus it down, the Lord is taking the tower. Nice track coming in onto the Graves of the Purify comes through. The base, it's getting pummeled here right now. Stone is doing his best to defend it, but no, it's not enough. As Yana Skip will take this. If this is the best of 3, then they take it. They've done it.
Yeah, this match does go in favor of Yala Skip. So Era 404 being knocked out. So first team to get knocked out of the MSA Cup. Oh, I mean, well, Virus well deserving on that MVP with the YSS.
I mean, if you want to utilize the Barrett's Camilla combo, then you need to have played it before. I don't know what else to say because they have not. It was very obvious they have not played the combo before. But unfortunate for Era 4 yeah, they get knocked out. So yeah, just we'll see what happens next year with you guys.
Yeah, just unfortunate, but yeah, nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, this does conclude the first best of 3 series. I'm going to have after Lotus has given her opinion on this match, I'm just going to have, well, the intro up and running for a few minutes as we get the next lobby up and running for you all. So please hit that like, share, and subscribe button. And Lotus, what is your opinion of this match?
Well, to be honest, the second game was pretty much like the first one. Air 404 had the early game, and then Yala Skip just managed to win by draft and draft alone. Not draft alone, what I mean is they started using their draft properly and better later on in the game, and then just took down Air 404. Also, the Barats Carmella combo, I understand Seppi's disappointment with that one because I've seen how it works, and the fact that we couldn't see this match, especially when it's a tournament match, so you kind of expect it to come out a few times and then it didn't. So that was disappointing.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, crazy first match, but yeah, nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to get that full screen up and running for us just now, and we will be back as soon as, well, we are ready and set to go. So please hit that like, share, and subscribe button, and we will share the live link once we are back into the match.
Adrenaline awakened, I can taste it. We can make an impact, grab and then take it. retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Feed like a disease, bring them to their knees. They'll pay for their deceit. Feed your fight, the weak, spread into the sweet. Time to make them bleed. 'Cause we want retribution. 'Cause we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Yeah, we ran out of patience. Boil up with the cold hard hatred. I can feel the vibration. Feet in the streets, it's a new sensation. I wanna break faces on the pavement. I wanna make greatness look complacent. Adrenaline awakened, I can taste it. We can make an impact, grab and then take it. Like a disease, bring them to their knees. They'll pay for their deceit. Feed your fight, the weak, spread into the streets. It's time to make them bleed. 'Cause we just want retribution. Let's go right up the darkness. Make true of an empty promise. Flip cards into weak and harmless. Take to the streets and turn them to a mosh pit. 'Cause we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Feed like a disease, bring them to their knees. They'll pay for their deceit. Feed your fight, the weak, spread into the sweet. Time to make them bleed. 'Cause we want retribution. 'Cause we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Yeah, we ran out of patience. Boil up with the cold hard hatred. I can feel the vibration. Feet in the streets, it's a new sensation. I wanna break faces on the pavement. I wanna make greatness look complacent. Adrenaline awakened, I can taste it. We can make an impact, grab and then take it.
Welcome back, everyone. It's the next matchup. It is Vikings up against Renegades. The first best of 3 series going in favor of Yala Skip, eliminating Arrow 404. So, we do see another strong lineup coming in here from the next 2 teams. Oh, let's just end that. Yeah, it's the Jinwoo squad. And, well, Diet Pepsi, Kura, Handsome, Cat Mew Pew Pew, and Mystic for the side of Vikings. Beatrix, JK, Vasto Lord, Death Jackal, and I'm not even going to say that one. I'm just going to end it off with Lombas and Jinwoo for the side of Renegade. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, oh, never mind, I wanted to say without further ado, let's jump into the drafting phase. Put the Handsome left, and let's go. We just need all to load this back here and then let's go.
And I'm back.
Alright, I think me and Seppi will do the next draft. And as will Lotus and, well, Mr. Waylander will be casting the next match. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, we are ready and good to go. Let's see who will take the first blood. Who will draw that first blood? Will it be Vikings or Renegades? Hit that like, share, and subscribe button and get your votes ready.
I like the names, the names coming in from Vikings. Very very cool names. My favorite being Cat Meow Pew Pew.
That is going to be a tongue twister into well, the action that could potentially take place.
Yeah, I got it. I've always been pretty good at saying tongue twisters. I can do it.
Is it the tip of the tongue, the tip of the lips, the tip of the tongue, the tip of the lips?
She sells seashells by the seashore.
Sunny sê Sunny sal 7 sakke sout sleep. 7 sakke sout is waar so waar.
That one was always my least favorite. Any tongue twisters that have with the main letter being S, then I really can't do it.
Do you guys, anybody know that Full Metal Alchemist scene where they're just chilling and they're just like saying their names but they have very very long names. I can actually say the full name. I've learned it off by heart. Let me just say it for you guys real quick. So that guy's name is
That's quite
Was that
intense.
a name or a Japanese rap song?
No, that's just the bra's name. The whole joke is that he's like just trying to like introduce himself, but he keeps having to say his name over and over again.
Alright, so Vikings with the first ban, banning out the YSS, and the Renegades are responding with a Florid ban.
Yeah, dude. I mean, YSS. We've seen how deadly this here is. So I mean, I'm not upset to see that banned out. Yeah, I mean, I'm Florin. I've never. I don't understand the ban that much. I think it's not really ban worthy. If it was last patch, then sure. But as I said to everyone, sure, it's a sustained meta. But I feel like Florin's worse. I think they've got better healers out there compared to Florin.
Yeah, I mean, bro, we saw this in your Conrica Enter the Darkness, Enter the Darkness. The amount that healers can actually do, yeah, it's crazy, bro. It is crazy, but yeah, there is better healers than the Florin. But I mean, let's not hate too much on the Florin. She needs to be respected. I mean, there's a reason why Renegades did ban her out.
Yeah, I guess. But you know, in that tournament there was 5 healers. Maybe that's why it felt like there was a lot of healing.
Bro,
So,
that combination of the
anyway.
5 healers was deadly. But yeah, just at the end, just losing to a full tank squad. But nonetheless, back to the MSA as Zetian has been removed from the side of Vikings and Renegades responding with the higher Busa.
There is a hell of a lot of picks open right now. You've got your Uranus, there's a YZ, there's a Lapu, although Lapu got a little bit of a nerf, but I mean, it's still scary. But there's some picks I can't even think of right now that are open. And they're just gonna, Kidua, hopefully is gonna be picking them up right now.
Yeah, well, I mean, I would love to see the Uranus into the pickup here, especially because the Uranus did not get banned out. I mean, Uranus is also one of those heroes that is definitely worth contesting, as Curva does pick up the Selena.
Not the first pick you want to really be throwing out here, but it's a first pick.
Yeah, well, I mean, the Bissell Arrow can be devastating, bro, and especially that traps that she does place for that extra vision onto the map. I mean, Selena, with the correct combination, Selena can be so deadly. As Beatrix JK does pick up Farza and Jinwoo with the phobias.
The PH heroes. I think those are the 2 heroes in the game that starts with PH. So yeah, I think these are 2 very good picks. I think that the Xborg is quite welcome though into the Phobias. I think it's not the easiest time for Xborg in the XP lane against the Phobias, but it's more favorable, right, towards Xborg. There's definitely some outplay to be done, but overall, this Xborg is a pretty good pick. I do quite like it.
Yeah, well, I mean, Expo with the lost love that he's been receiving, bro. I mean, if he's got that flaming bar full, he does deal extra true damage. So Expo definitely needs to be respected, as we do see Diet Pepsi, or shall we say sugarless Pepsi, picks up well, Kalia.
I don't know why he's going in for retribution there, but oh no, there's no way. Okay. Is this a jungle kill yet? I don't think they know that this is gonna happen. So, okay, there's no way. Okay, now Pepsi switches out the retry. Although again with an interesting battle spot, execute on Expo. Not sure how I feel about these battle spots. They could just be trolling us.
Yeah, bro, I think they're busy trolling you, as we do see the Getcha does get picked up from the side of Renegade. So, looking at a beautiful front. Why? That's, okay. Anyway, so a beautiful front line coming in for the side of Renegade at this point. I mean, this should mean that the Phobius will be the initiator, and then Gacha will be the follow-up initiator. Or, well, it could be vice versa, as we do see 1-1 and Kimi has been banned out from the side of Renegade. I'm not too...
Are they scared of Uranus jungle or something? Because they've shown the EXP leader. I mean, why are they banning Uranus?
Yeah, that's in my opinion, that's a misban, bro. I mean, there's a lot that could have been utilized with that Uranus ban. But I mean, look, Uranus can be played in the jungle, bro. I've seen a lot of people that trolls with him in the jungle and actually comes out successful.
It is better to
Yeah, a lot of people like using their Uranus in the jungle.
if you cannot both.
Final ban being, well, the...
I guess that joke
almond.
went over Scobby's head. But anyway, it's fine.
What was that?
Nothing. Anyway, we're going to see Roger coming through here. Very consistent pick from Death Jackal right there. The Vikings, they don't want to deal with Uranus.
Okay. I get it. I get it.
That's why I've just started calling it Uranus, right? And I think that's that is what he's called. I think when he says is Uranus has awakened. You know, that's what it is, right?
I've been waiting for too long.
Oh, carry gets picked up for the side of Vikings. I have to say, this carry pick is actually a good pick, especially with the 2 tanky heroes into the lineup of the side of Renegade. And Cat Mew Pew Pew picks up the Julian.
Maybe going a little bit overboard with the true damage. Sure, carry's pretty good to Guitar and Phobius, but the Beatrix JK with the Farsa is going to be quite a threat, I think. Like the pickoff potential going in onto a hero like Carry is very, very high. Carry is a hero with mobility, but it's not hard mobility. You're not an assassin level of mobility. You're gonna get picked off by a lot of things this game. I think the carry is in quite a lot of danger of, like, let's say a Roger and like getting poked out by Clint. In fact, I think carry not one of the strongest, definitely not a very strong laner. Carry's lane is all very dependent about that first skill. I don't know if people brush over carry's first skill quite a lot, but it is actually a very, very important laning tool. So if they can, it's just not very easy to land. That's the only issue with it. So I like the pick if we go later into the game, but early on, I'm very worried about Vikings game. I think they have the potential to get rolled over.
Yeah, so without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, we will be handing over to Lotus and Mr. Waylander as they will take you through the blow-by-blow action.
Welcome everybody to the stream. I'm so glad you are all in here to watch this matchup. Best of 3 Vikings up against Renegades, Madagascar versus Angola. And Seppi, just to, it wasn't really a question, but I'll answer it anyway. It's second skill, first skill is the method for landing carries first skill. It's the tried and tested method of engagement to try to land that first skill.
Alright. All good.
Anyway, we are into the match. This is, a very exciting Viking squad. We've seen them do some crazy things, winning their group stage up against, the previous winners of tonight's match, which is Skip. I mean, we got to see how strong 1 HP actually is. When they took out Error 404, which was the winners of their group. And now we're getting to see the winners. Oh, there we're going to see the engagement here by Clear. The knockup is going to be like it bounce into the backline, but Selena has the mobility to disengage. Lots of action here around this bottom half of the map, but no kills as yet. Both the mages were taken down low, though we do see that Farsa having to recall, but recalling on a Farsa doesn't really make too big of a difference, just crazy mobility.
That is true, but right now the teams are just really dealing blows to each other, but not over-committing. I mean, it is almost the first turtle of the match in a few seconds, but they're just trying to get a gold gap where they can.
There's a stun coming out here. Julian with that enhanced first skill taking down the Gatto really low. So that's a decent amount of poke damage, forcing him back. But they're not opting to go for, but first blood comes through for Mystic. Mystic takes down Jinwoo. The last insanity was committed there on the XP lane. I thought that Julian would have wanted to rush the turtle without the Agato being in the mix, and without the Phobius as well. But seems like they had time to take the buff, also go and take a bit more farm, going in for a little bit of counter jungle here. Wants to try to steal some of the creeps away from the Roger. Phobius, what about a knock-up? Julian has to be a little bit careful. He uses that enhanced second skill to get to a bit of safety.
And I'm loving the playstyle coming out from this carry. She was playing extremely safe in her lane, but Selena onto the Clint doesn't manage to take him down, but Kalea is also there wanting to assist, but might get caught out of position too early.
Yeah, beautiful encounter engagement coming in there. The Abyssal Arrow from the Selena was on point. took Fasto Lord quite low, but as we can see, the power of that Fasa rotation moving across the map. But as a 3-man unit in the mid lane, managing to get that pick-off kill with a bit of overextension there from Kalia. Right now, Handsome carry is staying fairly safe, manages to avoid the Gatto jumping in with the taunt. Clear comes into the mix there. Oh, there's going to be Beatrix. She pops that combination. Feathered airstrike. The flicker comes through. Oh, but Clear, she goes in. That's an army slam engagement. But there's a follow-up. It's going to be the Avatar of Guardian of the Moxelina dancing around there in the backline. Sets the kill up for the Julian. A battle for Solaro out once more as the continuation of this fight is going on. But right now, it's going to be a 2-for-2 overall with an ever so slight gold lead going the way of the Vikings.
This game is a lot more aggressive in one way than the previous best of 3 that we saw this evening, but the teams aren't focusing on kills. If you look, you'll see that they're mostly focusing on control over the map and lanes for their teammates.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's just about that map control. Then let me just say this for the oh my goodness, it's going to be the pick-up kill here by the Roger onto the Xbox. Guess he did get the kill onto the Phobius and the Fasa. A Bustle Arrow on point as they're going to be taken down once more. Julian enhanced second skill to escape it. So this should be second Iron Hide of the game going the way of the Vikings. And should be pretty much uncontested, though Gatto does have other ideas. But let me just talk to the admins on the live chat here. Look, people are going to speak different languages. It's okay. You know, it'd be nice if everyone was speaking English, but it is what it is.
The Selena Abyssal Arrows are on par and manages to take down Phobius once again, and Xborg and Kaleo once again working together manages to take down Death Jackal on the Roger, and Last Insanity onto this Phobius. Will we... Oh, the Getcha managing to take him down.
Yeah, lovely engagement here from the side of Vikings as they've switched gears, built up a healthy gold lead, and now are gaining control of the map by taking down a tier 1 turret.
I just want to highlight the Selena Cat Meow Pew Pew in the previous stage of the MSA as well. The Selena Abyssal Arrows were just on par, and tonight it's once again. So Kaleo once again cutting the lane, engaging onto Clint, but doesn't commit, has to flicker out to safety. Gacha also making sure to stay with the teammates that need help on time.
Yeah. Well, with this extra bit of map control going the way of the Vikings, it's going to be very difficult for the side of Renegades going up. But there's the engagement here, the knock-up, the follow-up, feathered airstrike, not enough to zone everybody away. As we see yet another pick-off kill onto the Phobius. He's not having the best of times right now.
That is true. Right now he does have a KDA of 0, 4, and 2. That is not something you want to see on the second tankiest boy in your team.
Yeah.
But we do see the third and last Iron Hide of the game up and running. Julian is already on it. I don't think Roger can contest for it right now. They might have to make a trade, or maybe just farm up where they can.
As things are, it's very difficult without the map control. There's the Bustle Arrow onto the clip, the knock-up follow-up in there, the feathered airstrike being committed from the Foster. There's the Avatar of Guardian. They're trying to get the counter to engage on, but there's just way too much damage being dealt at this moment in time from the side of Vikings as they take down 4 for 1. Only the Foster left alive. Will we see the movement towards the mid lane? Now they want to continue the pressure here, take down a tier 2 turret on the top lane.
Even with taking this turret, they will still have the time to take down this mid-tier turret, so I think it does make sense that they would have gone for that second tier. I would have for that mid-tower, but either way it works for them.
Yeah. So there's a stun onto the being thrown out by the Selena. So right now we are. Oh, Bissell. We should be back up and live now. I managed to get something switched across. Hopefully that is going to be the difference as the fight continues. There's the engagement here. Feather Airstrike trying to use to zone away, but the damage out. Oh, look at here, Barcelona from the Selena. Oh, she get the kill. She goes in with the trap, but she's taking so much damage from the turret. It's a 1-for-1 exchange. But in terms of defense, I would say the Renegades did a pretty decent job just keeping everybody alive.
That is true. Avatar of Guardian once again not landing onto anyone. This Gatagacha is having a difficult time in this game as well. 0, 4, and 2. But they do have the draft to be able to defend nicely, especially with the Farsa with that quick wave clear of her second skill.
So we're down to the last 5 seconds before that second roar of the game is up. But let's get to see that they'll manage to get this picked up or not. That's the big question.
True, right now it does seem like Roger wants to go for a split push here in the bottom lane. The question is it gonna help? Maybe, because just releasing some of that pressure, also trying to split up the Vikings just a bit.
Yeah, because they didn't have a good defense on that first roar of the game. So I suppose they want to go in just to try and give themselves a bit of an advantage. Now there's the Tsunami Slammer into the backline, landing onto the Clint. Feathered Airstrike in the mix, but the last insanity from the Xbox is dishing out the damage. Oh, it's just not enough of the passive. However, Roger goes in, manages to shut down that Julia, but he's gonna get taken down himself. The light wheel spinning through from the carry. There's gonna be a lot of pressure. Tier 3 turret has been taken down. There's only 1 minion carry. Repositioning, trying to get the lock on the team. He's trying to create the space for the carry to get that lock. Phobias trying to get going with the counter engage. It's just not enough minion wave, but the roar is in the mix here. Will this be a full team wipe? Yes, it is. This is first game going the way of Vikings.
That was such a decisive game coming out from the Vikings. They didn't really even give a chance of back and forth. They were just continuously aggressive, knowing who to target at which time, and then just took the game.
Yeah. Well, that was nicely done by the side of the Vikings. They it was fairly even between them and Renegades in the early part of the game, but then they just switched gears and stormed through. So quite nicely done by them.
Yeah, my apologies. My internet took a crash dive there for a quick second, but we are back up and running.
Alright, so we're gonna head back into the lobby for this next game. While that is being set, I'll just have this video playing for you guys just for a little minute while everyone gets ready.
Oh wait, did you take over the stream, bro?
Yes.
Okay.
You're not streaming, are you?
Okay, let me just stop.
Well, that was nicely done by the side of the Viking. Hello everybody, welcome back to the drafting phase. It's going to be this time round with the first pick, first bans. It is Renegades coming through. Beatrix JK with the first ban, and it's gonna be the Florin. So Florin, one of those skier roams, shall we say. No one wants to deal with that amount of sustain coming through that she does provide.
I mean, that is true, and apparently you can't have enough anti-heal for that ultimate of hers, the Floral Bloom, I think it's called. And she always has that ult like a Zitian, just in the nick of time.
I'm not the only one bound by these chains.
Phoveus getting banned out from the side of the Vikings. Phoveus is also pretty strong right now. You once described him as the XP lane monster.
Yeah. He is a bit of a monster there in the XP lane. Though I didn't have the nicest of times in the previous game, but hey, things can change. Well, it's not going to change in this game. He's been banned out.
I think the Phoveus' biggest problem was that Xborg just continuously committing the last insanity on him, and Cat Meow Pew Pew just going in with the Selena Abyssal Arrow. But Glue, Xborg, and Lancelot banned from both teams, from the side of both teams.
Yeah. So lots of the XP lanes, as you say, it's gone. Lancelot is a pretty decent ban. Lance has been performing quite well in recent matches. The same with the YSS.
True, and these days if you don't see a Yisun, Shin, or Lancelot in the jungle, you see Xborg in the jungle, but he's now also taken away.
My legacy shall endure.
Yeah.
Kami getting picked up from the side of... Kami picking up Zetian for the side of the Renegades.
Zetian is still very, very decent right now. Into pretty much most lineups. There is a few counters to her, obviously. But a solid mage pick. But we are looking at the 1-1 coming through. I'm not a fan of picking up marksmans this early, but it seems that the Vikings are feeling themselves. They want to go for that 1-1 pick very early on. 1-1 has been doing very well at this moment in time. And Diet Pepsi with the Benedetta.
What do you think about the Benedetta pick so early?
Well, it's not a bad pick, right? Benedetta's not the easiest to deal with in lane, especially in skilled hands. Very difficult to deal with, but going with this much damage, it means you're gonna have to try and pick up some sustain in the jungle at least, a bit of tankiness, because you're gonna be missing your second tank in the XP laner. Benedetta excellent at getting into the backline and diving, but the Franco pick coming through will make both the 1-1 and Benedetta a little bit wary of engaging too aggressively, because one flicker Bloody Hunt combo can change the course of a fight.
That is true, and also there is then the Erythel. Erythel is also pretty strong right now, with that ability to just give the numbers advantages in teamfights due to her mobility. But Cat now people picking up the Matilda, and Vikings banning out the Mincetar.
The Mincetar is a, counter to both the 1-1 and the Benedetta, so they don't want to have that King's Calling in their face, where you've already got to worry about the Franco and the Bloody Hunt. Now you've got the Mincetar or the King's Calling. It can be even more problematic.
A weapon.
True, but with the Renegades lineup, I do not think that they will be going for a Mincetar because they need someone a bit more sustainable.
If you cannot both.
Yeah.
But I could be wrong.
That little bit of extra sustain would definitely help.
Julian and Eamon getting banned out. Eamon? We have been seeing him a bit more in the banning section, but never in the picking section. Why do you think the teams don't want to use Eamon these days.
I'd say it's a bit of a rank phobia.
When you gaze into
Because a lot of people spam that Julian in rank, and it does cause quite a bit of fear. To respect bans, however, from the side of Renegades with that Julian-Selena combo. But as you say, with the Matilda, right, it's just, it means that I can see a Fredrin in the offing. I can see even potentially an Alpha as well. Though Alpha is not exactly a tanky hero, but I'd be thinking there's a Fred pick coming up real soon.
Fred is definitely possible, but for a mage, what mage would actually work in the Vikings lineup?
They'd need something with a high degree of range. Or in this case here, the Kadita could work as well. Because they want to have that backline dive and lockdown with the Kadita Petrify combination. But personally, I would be thinking about something like a Farsa to give that range in terms of attack. However, Kadita can work into a lineup such as this.
I think they were also thinking about the Farsa, but then chose on the Kadita because Farsa would then be susceptible to the Franco during her ultimate.
Yeah. Will be susceptible to the Franco. But if you position properly, then you can get away with it. Though I would agree with you, Franco does cause quite a bit of menace in there, and oh my goodness, we see a Uranus pick coming through. So it looks like this is going to be two very unconventional jungles with the Harith and Uranus in the jungle.
Well, you did say a tanky jungler.
Yeah, I didn't expect Uranus in the jungle though. I'm not gonna lie. But anyway, it is what it is. I'll be quite interested to see how this Uranus plays out in the jungle. I'll be actually counting the time to see how that jungle clear is going to work.
But we will be handing over to Skarpskinkle, the sheep with the no bleep, and Mr. Rika himself. Sebi.
Hello, everybody. Wow, what? This is an interesting one. They're definitely very interesting. I think Uranus jungle we've seen before. It's not like we haven't seen before, but I think it's quite gimmicky. I think even as strong as Uranus is, I think you still need to pick it into the right game. You can't just pick it every single game. So, but I do believe it can work, Scarp.
Yeah, well, I mean, we did talk about it in the previous draft, and it seems like everything that you ask for does get answered, except for the Lolita in this regard. Oh, sorry, my bad.
No,
but I wanted to troll you, Mr. Rika. How are you, Mr. Rika?
What do you mean, how am I, Mr. Rika?
I'm actually trolling Lotus, calling you Mr. Rika.
Okay. Well, I am in fact a Mister, so that would make a lot of sense. Anyway.
Yeah. Lotus is just trying to find out if there's a Mrs. Rika. That's what she's doing.
Right. Yes, there is one. She's called Joy. Anyway, we're gonna look at the mid lane here. Okay, we're looking at the Uranus jungle. It's doing okay. I think 1 minute 10 seconds for red buff clear. It's not amazing, but it's a clear, right?
It's a slow clear, to be honest. I mean, you need your team to help you to get this. Oh, we do see the hook onto Kadita. Cat mew pew pew. Nearly went pew pew.
How did she get out? I just barely missed it.
Yeah, well, the first turtle of this match is 20 seconds away. We do see the engagement onto Benedetta. Vasto Lord with a high lead. Oh, Harith into the mix as well. When we see the finish off from the Harith.
Oh.
Blood going to Khalid.
Khalid, yeah, nice little flicker play coming in from Vasto Lord right there. Very well played. As we now look at the turtle coming up here. Yeah, Harith jungle, it's interesting. I think if I was to play Harith jungle, I would not go for the blue retry. But anyway, it doesn't matter. That's done. What's done is done. They're going to be able to get the first turtle here. Quite an aggressive little jungle invader here coming in from the side of Vikings here. Onto that red buff. There's a Fury of the Phoenix being popped out by the side of Kami. Are they going to be able to secure this red buff though? There's the Bloody Hunt coming over on the other side onto Kirua. Trying to get away. Pops the regen. Pops all of his buttons and he gets out, at least for now. Electo being popped up by Mystic right there. Nice pushback from Kirua though. Into the next bit of the fight here, though. I mean, just this constant, a little bit of skirmishes that they're dealing with, but they have the right heroes for it. They've got a Uranus who's going to sustain himself, and they've got a Matilda who's going to be able to get them out of any sticky situation.
Yeah, I mean, look, I was keeping an eye on the Uranus there. Nearly falling, but just being able to sustain himself, and Matilda coming in clutch. So it's past the 3-minute mark. It's 400 gold in favor of a Renegade, and yeah, the first kill to them as well.
Ooh, I don't know if you were watching what was happening in the bottom lane here. Death Jacket against Handsome. Death Jacket was actually playing that very, very well. He was the one was trying her best to try and get the crossbow tang on the Earthel, but she was just hugging the wall and denying that opportunity. But in the end, Pepsi came into it. Oh, but look at the mid lane. Kami gets blown up by the Ocean Oddity combo into the rough waves. But there it is, the Bloody Hunt with Beatrix JK with that Zaman Force comes through, gets the kill. Now here's the Uranus coming through right now, tanking up all the damage, not going to be able to save Diet Pepsi, gets hooked back inside. And is he going to be able to live this one? He's got quite a lot of regen on his hands once again. It is enough actually, as Beatrix JK is now the one getting gone on by Mystic. Misses out the Electo, unfortunately.
Oh, that's just a miscast from the Beatrix, unfortunately. But a pro. let's look at Uranus, right? It's crazy how this guy can sustain it, and well, nearly falling, but he didn't die. Like, what was that? We need to have a look at his damage taken after this match.
It's gonna be crazy. It's always so crazy with the Uranus. I think there's like a few other heroes that usually take that much damage. I think Fredrin is probably one of them. But other than that, it's probably Uranus taking the most damage. Anyway, we are looking at a little bit of the gang coming in. Bloody Hunt Flicker coming down into the bottom lane here. Handsome gets blown up by the Renegades here. Oh man, that was it. Yeah, there's nothing one could have done about that there. But Uranus, Kidoa wants to try and get some stuff done with the... Oh, nice Circling Eagle knock-up coming in, but a nice hook onto Dive Pepsi response. Are they going to be able to get a tower dive here, though, is the question. By Cat Meow Pew Pew, is he going to get the Petrify into the rough waves? Beautifully done.
Beautiful follow-up there from Cat Mew Pew Pew. Vikings currently... Look, I was doubting this Uranus jungle pick. Oh, but Cat Mew Pew Pew is taken down by the Harris. Yeah,
Harry.
bro, it's Harry. Yeah, I wanted to say Harry. Harry Potter.
Harris Potter. That's what it is.
But this Benedetta into this Khalid is not having a real good time, though.
Ooh. And so is the 1-1 also not having the greatest time. I know Erythel is a good matchup into the 1-1. Oh, Kirua. Is this Uranus finally going to get taken down? Has getting wins, though. So.
Pepsi doing a good roaming job here.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, right? Is that... Sure, get a hero like Uranus into the mix, unkillable, and even if he is killable, has still the option to be saved as well by Diet Pepsi. Here comes the Zaman Force from Beatrix JK. Rough Waves has to be popped right there. Nice Circling Eagle to get away, but is it going to be enough? It's going to be Death Jacket with the heavy crossbow doing the damage. Master Lord into the backline here. Uranus gets blown up by the hectic damage output of Death Jacket and Beatrix JK right there.
Yeah, so Uranus finally getting taken down, bro. It's great. It would have happened sooner or later. It's the third and final turtle. It's the final Ironhide that has spawned up. As we do see Khalid get the kill onto Cat Mew Pew Pew under the tier 1 turret.
Sorry, I don't know if you can tell. I'm just trying stuffed my mouth with some food here, so I can sustain myself through the rest of the evening. It is currently morning time for me.
Yeah, it's 7.5 minutes mark. Vikings, Renegade currently having the 6 kill advantage as well as a full 5.5k gold lead. How will they respond to this? How will Vikings respond to this early game dominance coming in from the side of Renegade?
I'm quite surprised to see them doing so well now. We had a bit of a rough game last game, but now they're sort of coming back into it pretty nicely. I think a lot of it has to do with this Harith. Actually, it's doing quite a lot of work. It's coming and putting in the damage where it's necessary, especially since the Franco on the side of Renegades is very aggressive. He's playing very aggressively, going in with the Flick of Bloody Hunts. Okay, Beatrix JK with his down force into the back line here. We're going to see the Fear of the Phoenix locking them up right nice and easily. Kirua going to have to run away. His ally has fallen, so there's no guiding winds to help him and his team deal with this onslaught of the Renegades here. Over the hook.
The crossbow tanks coming in from 1-1. No follow-up just yet. It is currently a 2-for-1 exchange in favor of Renegades. Oh, 1-1 nearly catching Beatrix JK. But it's a 2-for-1 exchange in favor of Renegade. Bro, I mean, look, the longer this game does go, the more in favor it will go to the side of Vikings. If I'm being honest.
I do agree. I said that Aerithal is good against the 1-1, but it's specifically in laning stage. I think the laning stage is very difficult for 1-1. But as soon as you get into that sort of Inspire, like full item build on the 1, it's just it's so oppressive. It's very difficult to do with late game. She gets basically more movement speed with more attack speed she gets, right? So that is what it is there. Nice little angle coming in from the Franco right there. We are seeing the Lord coming through here. Godlike for this Khalid right there. 7-0 on this Khalid, by the way. Nice voice crack, Rika. As we've seen the Lord, it's going to be pretty easy for the side of Renegades to get this Lord, I think. No contest.
Well, that's the first of the match going in favor of Renegades. I mean, the Renegade definitely pulling this one nicely around. Oh, we do see the engagement onto Zetian. Rough waves have been committed. However, no follow-up. She does use the Matilda airwaves. Oh, Aerithal into the back line. Gets the clutch play onto 1-1. Will we see the Ecliptic Blades onto Aerithal? Beatrix does catch Death Jackal. Oh, the hook just misses.
Wow, that was quite a spectacle to watch. That was not the most guaranteed kill that Mystic was gonna get there, but still try to commit it for anyway because they wanted the 1-4-1. It's very important that Aerithal gets taken out. We are gonna see the Bloody Hump with that Winter Crown combination, but Katmia Pew Pew does manage to get out with that Ocean Oddity.
Renegade currently coming in to get this shields off of these tier 3 turrets. We did see that the shield has been popped in the top tier 3 turret. We do see the Roars trying to get onto the tier 3 turret. However, Vikings is just currently keeping it at bay. Will this Lord fall? We do see the hook coming in from Franco, but does not land just yet.
Yeah, I mean, it's Franco. Okay, a nice little Purify from Hanson with that second skill. If I must say, this Franco's hooks have not been great, but his Bloody Hunts have been really, really good. Well positioned onto the right targets and all of that, so you can't count him out.
No, definitely, bro. I mean, we do see this wraparound coming in here from Aerithal onto the 1-1. Handsome has been slain again. Ecliptic Blades from the Beatrix has been committed. However, the Franco's taken down. Rough waves come in, and Aerithal gets the kill onto Beatrix. That's a revenge kill, if I've ever seen one. It's a 1-for-2 exchange in favor of Renegade.
Yeah, that was definitely bit of a grudge sort of kill. Death Jacket doing crazy damage output, man. This is some absolutely maniacal damage from Irithyll right now. I think this one needs a Wind of Nature quite soon. She looks like she's going to go for the Sea Halberd. I think that's a mistake. You need to be going for Wind of Nature at this point in the game. You have to be winning these the 1v1s against the enemy marksman. Also, the Uranus is struggling to deal with this, struggling to deal with the frontline damage, right? Also a bit of a mistake with the items, going quite heavily towards magic resist. Sure, there is a decent amount of magic damage from the side of Renegades, but at this point in the game, you're going to be taking pummels from Irithyll. It's not going to be anyone else, really.
Well, bro, I am agreeing with what you're saying 100%. But look, if Vikings can sustain this and just play a bit more patiently. Oh, the hook onto Kadena. Cat mew pew pew went pew pew as Irithyll gets the roar in favor of Renegade. But the engagement continues. Rough wave has been. Oh no, what am I saying? The Kadena is not the Ecliptic Blades has been committed. Uranus is trying to get the team fight on the hook onto Uranus using the Guiding Wind to escape. But Death Jackal getting the killing spree onto the Uranus right under the turret.
That would have been the craziest save ever, dude, if that actually went through. But Irithyll cut it down, cut it short. Oh, Matilda's a hero, right? But anyway, we are looking at this Franco is starting to get the hooks. He took what I said personally about his hooks, started coming through with some crazy clutches.
Yeah, that is true, bro. But the more I'm looking at this, right, the Uranus, I'm not liking him in the jungle and situation, bro. I feel this is what's costing them. If I'm being honest, the Fredrin would have been a lot better pick. But that's a tier 3 turret taken down in the favor of Renegades. We do see the engagement onto Uranus. Will he fall? No, he survives. But the engagement as the fight continues. Irithyll gets a kill. Ultimate taking a double kill. Will that be a triple kill? Will we see Maniac shut down from the Uranus onto Irithyll? But that should take us into the sudden death round. We're waiting for the minions here to come in.
Well, and defend. I think it is Uranus. If he has a retry or something, I don't think so. I think it's too difficult at this point. It's just going to be GG. They're recalling. Well played to Renegades here. Nice comeback.
Yeah, definitely. So game going in favor of Renegade. So it's 1-1. We will be going into that sudden death round. Vasto Lord with a hard lead, picking up the MVP 8-0-5. Not the only, well, okay, not the only, but the second hero not dying for the team. Beatrix, JK, up next with the Harith. But Uranus picking up MVP for the side of Vikings. I mean, okay, let's look at this. Damage taken 49%, but look at that, 246,000 damage taken on the Uranus, bro.
I mean, it did do something, right? It did take an absurd amount of damage. So, I think if you do want to play Uranus jungle, you have to be extremely aggressive with it. You can't let the game roll out a bit longer. Otherwise, you really are just a damage sponge. There's not much else that Uranus does in the late game. So, yeah, I mean, if they played it a bit more aggressive on the side of Vikings, you know, maybe I don't know. It's hard to tell.
Yeah, well, bro, now it's all going to come down. Who will take this best of 3 series in this final match, bro? Will it be Vikings or will it be Renegades? Will Vikings be able to take what happened to them in this last match, coming off a dominant performance against Renegades in the first matchup? Or will Renegades get the clutch here and seal the deal after that? Well, pretty much dominant game coming in from them, as we do see Vikings has the first ban. I didn't even get to ask. Yeah?
Oh, sorry. You didn't get to ask who?
We didn't even get to ask Wylander and Lotus what their thoughts was on the previous match.
Well, they can come in real quick if they want to.
Legacy shall endure.
Let's go through the drafting phase maybe first.
All right. Well, Scoppy and I are going to handle that for you for sure. I think if If Vikings do want to play the Uranus,
Thorns remain.
I think that
Petals fall.
they can pick it up. Just I
Not in
think
the jungle.
the morale has broken a bit on the Uranus jungle. I think
give the word.
yeah, the Uranus jungle is probably not a pick anymore, but I think it's still completely viable for the EXP lane. Viable.
We do see that respect ban coming in for Khalid. And a Renegade banning out the X-Borg. But currently, the bans that I'm seeing is really good bans, bro.
Yeah, they are quite good. I'm liking. Oh my gosh. Okay, they're gonna respect. Nagreelcha dos Lambas.
I didn't even want to try that, but thank you.
That guy. They're gonna respect his Ranko. For sure, is a good idea. He was quite deadly on that.
Let's make the whole
That hooks with the bloody hunt was definitely on point. And then just keeping the bloody hunt for the correct players. Yeah, just made the team fights a lot easier, bro. For the side of Renegade. But nonetheless, first pick for the side of Vikings. Who will they be picking up first? I mean, the YSS is still going for the glue. Okay.
I think
Respect
Glue.
for these guys.
I think Glue's definitely extremely strong. But YSS, I feel like, adds a tempo to the game that Glue doesn't match up to.
Oh, look, agreed, bro. But my question is Glue really worthy of picking up first? I mean,
Yeah, I think he is. I think he is worth picking first. Sure, he does have some counters. Whether it be there's two types of Glue counters. There's the good counters, and then there's the funny counters. For example, funny counters are the Vexan and Faramis. Also, another funny Glue counter that can go both ways is the Hanzo. I don't know if you guys know, but if you lock onto the ghost of Hanzo and he goes back to his body, you'll go with him. And that can go one of two ways. Either he's under his tower and he's going to kill you with that because you're all the way under his tower, or you're going to kill him because you managed to get the real body.
Coming cool, just like ice.
oh, Diet Pepsi bringing in Lolita. Lolita, honestly, so early on. Oh, that's a risky pick, bro. That honestly is a very risky pick, as Cat Mew Pew Pew does pick up Kimmy.
Yeah. I mean, we're gonna see carry against the Lolita matchup. I think there's worst marksman to be against the Lolita. I think like Beatrix is one of the worst. But carry, I think it's more playable against the Lolita for the specific reason that she has that mobility to try and get around the shield rather than just brute force it.
Does the shield bounce back the carry's basic attacks though?
Yeah, it reflects everything of carry's kit. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Well, I've never seen a carry up against the Lolita, so yeah. So we see, we learn every day as Faza is removed from this final matchup.
More
Julian.
than a weapon.
Definitely, look, Julian is a good ban. He is really a good ban. It's just that Julian, did Mystic play the Julian in the first matchup?
He did, right? Oh, I could be wrong, but I think he did.
Morgan the first.
Sorry?
He played X-Borg.
Oh, yeah, he did, yeah. Okay, there it is. There we got it. We got one of the counters here. It's going to be the Vexana and against the Glue, so they got to be a bit careful about that. That's a Gusion and a Granger.
Bullets be the nails.
I can see why they picked the Lolita, man, because they wanted to cover their asses when it came. Okay, so I'm allowed to say that. They want to cover their butts. Cover their butts.
That was a brilliant cover. Brilliant cover.
Yeah. when it came to the Lolita pick, but I don't know if that's the best way to do it. But either way, we're looking at a Gushin who we don't see very often. Now, this is the first time I've seen Gushin in MSA. But anyway, a nice little big real pick as well. Got the Purifiers lined up from the side of Vikings. So, Scoppy, if I'm being honest with you, I really do like the side of Vikings draft, except for the Gushin. If the Gushin wasn't there, I'd say it's easy win. But it's Gushin into YSS. I think it's going to be very difficult. Just off that one pick, the Gushin into YSS. Just off that one pick, I'm going for the side of Renegades.
It's interesting, the drafts of both ways. Renegades do have a very strong composition.
But anyway,
look,
Scoppy, do you want to hand it over to the casters for us?
Yeah, we can. Look, I'm with you. The Gushin could definitely, well, if he gets the plays correctly and he is fed early on, it's going to be a very nice time for Vikings. However, enough of me. It is time to hand you over in the firm hands of Waylander and into the gentle voice of Lotus.
I think what people will want to know is how a Scout knows my hands are firm, but we'll leave that as a conversation for another day. However, I will say, let's watch, right? Just taking a look at the live chat here. There's a lot of players or fans in here from Angola. I do see a lot of Portuguese in the mix, as they are. I'm assuming this is the Angola fans in the house, though they are not spamming that Angola flag, so I don't know. They just want to speak the Portuguese. I do know one Portuguese line, though. It's just one. But I think it's not the right time of the year for saying this. It's Feliz Navidad. That's my Portuguese. And I know Scott wants to start singing. He wants to start singing. Go on, Scott.
Tabo, Orbegardo, Epraki Eprala.
Oh, see, now he's just showing off. I think this is not right here. He just wants to show off here on the stream.
You know what? We should make him sing on one of the podcasts.
Yeah. We'll make him sing one
a
of the
little bit
Angolan
closer to the appropriate time of year.
Yeah. We'll get one of the Angolan songs. Make him sing it.
So we do see some action here in the bottom lane and the gold lane, despite Turtle being up in just a few seconds with the engagement already.
Yeah. Gushin, I'm not the hugest fan of a Gushin pick in this particular, or actually in any lineup, but it depends on how you play, because he does have that potential to snowball. But up against a YSS, interesting. Tiger's got that, it doesn't have the implosion yet. It will have it. Oh, Lolita goes in with the stun, throws out the second skill, wants to just zone everybody away. Gushin with the fast fingers, but he does get engaged upon by that Eternal Guardian. However, Blue with the grab in the backline lands the first blood. The fight continues. Vexana trying to zone away, but it's going to be more and more damage. Oh, but Ruby with the arm offended. However, the grab comes on once more. It's like a greedy baby, just grabbing everything.
But Death Jackal in this mid lane, taking almost the entire first tier mid tower's golden shield, getting a good advantage, uses the flicker, almost flickering into the Granger. That was dangerous.
Well, there's been some very interesting moments, shall we say, Lotus. Oh, there's the steal coming through on the blue buff, and very nicely they keep the small little minion alive with it, so that's just going to cause a bit of delay for that YSS. His blue buff's not going to be up in time. Gushin is in position. He does have his ultimate. He can go in onto Death Jackal, but opting against going for the tower dive. There is the Tiger. He has been taken down. No, he's going for that tank killer combo. It goes to show how well Kerouac does know his Gushin.
I know some people aren't a fan of Gushin, but Gushin is actually such a strong hero. But the Numenon Blast going onto Vexana, double kill going to the side of the Gushin. Okay, that proves my point of a Gushin. Gushin is actually such a pretty strong hero, even in rank. Despite not being the most popular of heroes, because without a combo he's pretty useless. But the engagement once again onto Death Jackal. Lolita almost getting caught up, but the Tigreal does get caught up. Implosion play.
She manages to survive through everything. Carry doesn't have the items just yet to be able to dish out that damage, but the later the game goes, the more in favor of Renegades it will switch. But Vikings doing a very, very good job here in the early part of the game. They have a 2k gold lead. Kushin waiting for the perfect angle, goes in with a full combo and manages to get the pick up, knowing that there was no implosion play. The Eternal Guardian has been committed. YSS throws up the arrow, dishing out some damage here. Ironside in the mix, being pulled left, right and center, has been reset. But oh, look at this from the glue. A little bit delayed on the rotation, gets the grab off onto the Ruby. She pops the Vengeance, she's trying to stay alive. But, oh, she does manage to land the armor fin, but she's going to be taken down. It's a 1-for-1 exchange overall. But the Kimmy Gushin combo, unstoppable for Kira as he manages to pick off yet another. It is going to be Beatrix JK. Carry has carry overextended, doesn't have that, the ultimate available, the Gushin, so the flicker coming through from Death Jackal allows Death Jackal to say, not dead.
True. Tigreal also making sure to just keep vision for his team. The two XP laners back at their lane, same as the gold laners, just rolling it out, trying to win the lanes. But I must say it was beautiful from the side of Vikings, baiting out the implosion play, also making it much more easier for the Ironhide contest. So that was smart plays coming in from them.
Oh, there's a combo from the Kimmy into the Numenor Blast. Gushin goes to the backline monster. He gets off the double onto that Vexana. So that's a turret being taken down. First tier 1 turret of the game, going the way of Vikings, as it's Madagascar in the lead up against Angola.
Right now, past the 6-minute mark, it's already 11-1 in the favor of Vikings. Glue once again onto the Ruby, but gets shut down. He overextended a bit too much, was low health when he used that ultimate just under the turret. But right now, so it's 11-2 in the favor of the Vikings, and they also secured a 3,000 gold lead.
It was the grab underneath the turret. Took a lot of damage. There's a combo. There's the engagement to carry as Kiroa. Legendary there for the Gushin. He is really starting to hurt. He's got that snowball comp in here, but YSS didn't have the Mountain Shocker available. So Kiroa managing to escape the attentions of 3. We'll have to probably sacrifice this bot lane. Oh, no. The minion did not manage to survive. I thought he was going to have to sacrifice that bot lane turret. Waiting in a beautiful camping angle right now.
Might have to sacrifice the bottom lane, but we'll get the mid lane instead. I think that's a way better trade.
Oh, Lolita once more into the front line as this fight is continuing. The Mountain Shocker does come on, but Kimmy, she's dishing out the damage. Gushin throws out those daggers of his, but it's handsome here on the Granger. Positioning, repositioning. It's going to be just the 1 kill there onto the Tigreal. Did land the implosion play, keeping his teammates alive, but he had to pay the price for it as the third and final Ironhide of the game is up.
It's only a few seconds to the next roar, to the first roar of the game. I think the Vikings should rather leave it, but it seems that they want this turtle, maybe for that scaling, because they do have some late game heroes.
They do have a lot of late game heroes. With the carry and the YSS, coming online a little bit late, but it's going to be a 4-5-man dive underneath the turrets here as they engage onto Kami on that Ruby. Kami's taken out here, but they're trading top lane for bot lane turret. Carry just doing the final jobs, they're finishing it off. Wanting to stay and push a little bit more. No, just opting against it because you know that Gushin is going to fall, he's going to throw out those daggers and then you're going to die.
Yes, that would not be fortunate, because right now they're still rather behind on farm. There is a 5,000 deficit, but Mystic almost getting taken down by the Eternal Guardian, but manages to escape with the flicker just in time. Numenor Blast coming in, Kimmy with the traction force, implosion play also coming out, and Carry just dealing out the damage.
Oh, but look at this for the Gushin. He goes in there, shotgun blast, total face, taking out Death Jackal on the carry.
Right now, there are some good combos coming out from the side of the Renegades, but they don't have the items to give the damage to really execute it in the full 9 yards.
Whole 9 yards. It's like the
Yes,
movie.
that.
But you don't know the
I don't
movie.
know.
You don't know the movie. You're too young for all of that stuff. It's too young.
Once again, getting teased because I'm still the baby.
Yeah, well, there's some benefits to being young. You know, you're gonna die later than all of us. That's one of them.
That is such a positive benefit.
Well, it depends, right? Unless one of your stalkers have decided to kidnap you and then, no more Lotus is gonna be in the dungeon somewhere. I don't know who's gonna be, but, well, don't let them know where you live, Lotus. Don't let them know. I have my suspicions.
Well, bro, we
Wait.
did start closing the gap in her education, like Bleach. So she should definitely watch that movie.
You know what surprises me about this young generation? How can you not watch the whole 9 yards?
Because there are just better stories to watch, but there is better action to watch here as the Mobile Legends action continues. Right now, the side of Renegades, they do have the ability to defend well. It's just going to be a bit difficult, but the Vikings definitely should still respect that implosion play.
Yeah, it's just, right now, the Numenor Blast does land onto 2, but there's no real follow-up in the mix here. The waves are not evenly synced. That is the issue for the side of the Vikings. And a positive here for Renegades, if they can keep these tier 3 turrets up and running, because all they really need to do right now, even though the gold lead is so far against them, is just defend. They just gotta keep that space available. The later this game goes, the more that carry comes online, the more she will start to hurt and cause chaos. Though Lolita is a counter to the carry, but the whole game now depends on timing for carry to get that final few items, the Wind of Natures, etc., to be able to sustain. She does have the Holy Trinity up already.
That is true, and right now, when she gets online, that is also gonna help the team a lot. We do see Yisunjin having picked up the Sky Piercer. Not the best of picks if your enemy team is already going with that snowball effect, because that is kind of what Vikings is going through right now, and they're just dominating the game. But they did make a mistake earlier by not syncing the lanes, which could give Renegades a chance to build up the necessary items and maybe look for the angles and weaknesses in the Vikings armor right now.
This is the thing about a Gushin, right? Is he's excellent when the map is open for him to make those plays and stuff like that. However, to try to get the dives underneath the turret is not the easiest thing in the world. Carry though, Carry just sensing that I pushed as much as I can push. It's time for me to recall. We're heading into that 30-second timer for the next roar of the game. As I'm just watching Goatley's comment. Oh, 5-man implosion, but it's only a 2-man implosion. Gary turns around, pops that light wheel, dishing out the damage. Second skill comes in from the Lolita, bouncing back that arrow. However, Ruby trying to get towards the backline, does have that armor fended in there, so there's going to be no implosion play, no mounted shocker available for the final, I'm saying final, potentially final roar of the game. It's the second one in the mix. Tigreal trying to get his team to move forward. There's a Numenor Blast, only lands onto one. Eternal Guardian has come out, but Renegades, they're quite on the back foot right now, as both the Granger and the YSS are taking down this roar, and Glue Kimmy doing an excellent job of zoning away as Usha does secure that roar.
Some good zoning capabilities coming out from the side of the Vikings. Right now, I did see a concealed play coming out from the Tigreal. Don't know if that was an accident just to help his team get away, but that did leave them with one less resource when they come to this defense of the base. I mean, that mid turret is almost down right now. Vikings are trying to sync up the lanes, and Gusion is just also making sure to keep vision. Missed implosion play from the Tigger.
That's not good for the defense, Lotus. That's not good for the defense. Oh, there's the engagement. Luminum Blast outcome. So split from the blue to try and disengage. Kemi in the backline, dishing out the damage. Execution with the combination. However, the Vengeance keeps everybody alive. The Minion Lord, the Eternal Guardian, keeping the Roar away from the base. But this is tier 3 turrets falling plenty. Left, right, and center. The return poke in there. Death Sonatas coming out from the Granger. There is one wave. Can they lock on? They're going for it. It is the ending angle as Vikings take this 2-1. Vikings is, I think we have to rename the squad. This is the 2-1 squad. Every single game we have featured on Vikings, group stages to now is 2-1. So Vikings, when you're tuning in here, all the Vikings fans, go and tell your players, we're rechristening your squad. We shall no longer refer to them as Vikings. They are now called 2-1.
2-1.
2-1.
Say it, Lotus. Say it. Say it. Just say it. You wanted to say something.
It reminded me of a joke of a movie Dwayne Johnson played, and he was talking about two toucan birds playing against each other, and he said the only drawback about the game is that only two can play.
Another
It
dad
reminded
joke.
me a lot of.
Another dad joke
Yes,
brought to
very
you by
much.
Blushing Menace. I think, Scrap, we can make an entire highlight reel of dad jokes for Lotus. She's supposed to be
We
the
definitely
youngest
can,
of all
bro.
of us.
But Waylander, we can make 2 entire highlight reels just from your dad jokes.
Yeah, that's because I'm an old person. I'm allowed to make dad jokes. I'm like almost twice your age, or more than twice your age, Lotus. I can make as much dad jokes as I want. I can sit on a lawn chair and throw things at the little kids in the neighborhood and scream at them back in my day, and it's acceptable.
oh. Anyway, so ladies and gentlemen, that does conclude the MSA Cup for you for this evening. This was quite an evening. The upset going to Yala Skip, they're defeating Era 404 in a dominant fashion, 2-0, and Vikings just clashing it at the end of 2-1. So stay tuned. We've got some more exciting matches tomorrow for you. Same place, same time. Don't miss out. Hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Batteries not included. Sold separately.
Well, the thing is, right, I do understand that Era 404 put up a dominant performance in the group stages. But Yala Skip, they have the experience with them. Like the players on that side. We've like Virus, for instance. They've been around the 5-man scene for such a long time that it just takes a little bit of time to get back into things. They haven't been as active as they used to be back in their prime when it was a lot of those members were part of Mavericks, and Mavericks was just dominating everybody. Literally no one could stop them. They were like a juggernaut of the Mobile Legends scene. But you know, if you're not playing as much as you used to, things will change. But we did get to see tonight how strong they are. I was quite impressed with Renegades in the 3 matches. They gave Vikings quite a tough time, and Vikings, we've seen them in the group stages, or the kings of the 2-1, we shall call them now. They did do very, very well in the group stage, beating everybody to get to the top of the group. But Renegades gave them quite a show to actually get them to clutch this out. It was, except for the last game, I would say. The last game was very, very much on the side of Vikings. They got that snowball very early on, put their foot on the accelerator, never let up.
Rico's probably pulling back his words what he had to say about the Gusion.
Yeah, well, I'll say this much, that I also am not a fan of Gusion being picked up in the 5-man scene. It's a bit of a glass cannon. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It could either go very, very well or horribly wrong for you.
Yeah, well, agreed. Lotus, and on that bombshell, are we going to have any final words?
Or dad jokes.
I'll keep the dad jokes for off stream for the rest of the evening. However, I do wish everyone a good night and a big thank you for everyone coming to support their favorite teams.
And to our Angolan Portuguese-speaking people, I'm gonna say my one phrase in Portuguese once more. It's gonna be Merry Christmas in July, which is Feliz Navidad, and I only know it because of the song. So that's gonna be the sum of my Portuguese. If Scarpskenkel wants to show off and try to say goodbye to the Portuguese viewers in Portuguese, he's more than welcome to do so. But I think I might have stolen some of his thunder if he tries.
Ciao e boa noite.
Yeah.
That is goodbye and good night. You see, that is compliments. And the plus side of working for a Portuguese boss for a very long time. And I'm just going to end it off with this, right? This was still in my construction days, right? There at Four Ways Malls. The company was run by Portuguese owners, right? And my senior foreman could only speak Portuguese, right? So during the week, Monday to Saturday, he would have a translator that would be with him, right? And every time when he gives you an instruction, the translator would translate it to English. But comes when you work on a Sunday, right? He would always rock up after he went to church, right? Then his translator is not there. Bro, that's the best scolding I would ever have in my life because I did not understand a word of Portuguese, which forced me to go and learn a bit of Portuguese. My Portuguese is very basic, so I know how to say hello, I know how to say how are you, I understand what is up, what is down, and obviously how to say goodbye and good night. That's it.
Well, there's more than me. I just know the Merry Christmas. That's the sum of it for me. Well, anyway, I thank you all for tuning in. It was a pleasure having you with us as always. If you haven't already, smash that like, share, and subscribe buttons as we will be continuing with day 2 of the elimination round. As Goatley is saying, we must say something. I'm gonna try to say it right. If you laugh, this is all on you, right? I'm telling you now.